Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we have an interesting build. A Windows XP era gaming computer. Isn't that cool? I got this PC case a really long time ago from my sister's friend's dad. Didn't use it anymore, so I figured I'd pick up some parts for it and make a really cool video out of it. Let's get started. So the stock PC currently has pretty decent specs. It's got a 4-core Intel Pentium D, I think at 3.6 gigahertz, I'm not sure. But it's got a gigabyte of G-Skill RAM, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, DDR2, I think, nope, just DDR PC. And then we've got an AGP NVIDIA GT, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a GT 6200. And this graphics card is very, very bad, even for its time period. It cannot even run the screensavers. So we're gonna get this replaced with something special. I bought it at Tech Shop. Yep, GeForce 6200. Let's get that stuff cleaned up. So the first thing I have to upgrade this PC is an Asus PB Z68V LX motherboard. It has 4 RAM slots, but only 2 are used. This is 8 gigs of RAM, DDR3, pretty sure 1333, because that's all this CPU supports. CPU is an i5 2500K. It's probably pretty overpowered for a Windows XP computer, but for $30, I could not turn it down. Here it is in all of its glory. 3.3 gigahertz i5 2500K. That's my cat, Russell. Say hi to everyone. that we have the motherboard all nice and pristine, we're gonna go and get the graphics card. The graphics card in question is an MSI 580 GTX. I was really happy to see this in the $15 bin. $15 for a 580 GTX. Very, very good deal. Let's get this torn apart, cleaned up. Look at that crusty. After a thorough cleaning, we got this looking just a little bit better. Now, I'm not going to disturb the ancient thermal paste under here. It probably is not in the best shape, but I don't have thermal pads, and I'm not going to use thermal paste where there should be a thermal pad. Let's get this card put back together. Thankfully, since the power supply that this PC came with is fully modular and it's 630 watts, all we have to do is remove the cables. Now, we're out with the old motherboard and with the new. Now that we got this in, we should probably get those cables and cable manage this thing. Now that we have the cable managing done to the best of my ability with this lack of back. There's nothing back there, it's just a panel. So a little bit of stuffing, but it works. Let's go ahead and hook this bad boy up to a monitor and hopefully pray that it turns on. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours of troubleshooting. I had to change out the power supply, and I did all that. I reworked the cable managing, took out the graphics card. I finally got it to take out or give out video. This died. Single stick of RAM died sometime between when I bought it a couple days ago and now. This stick of RAM died in transport. Thank goodness it wasn't anything else. I'm gonna try and get this graphics card in here, and we're gonna call it a night for tonight. Okay, so it's been about a few days. I had to do some more troubleshooting. So the motherboard has cloning mode, so the SATA can be registered as IDE, and I had to set it to IDE because Windows XP did not recognize the SATA at first. It's annoying, and it took like 5 videos until this one Indian guy helped me out. But other than that, the computer's working great. The SATA to 8-pin adapter is working good. Everything else is working great, and it posts just fine. So, it takes about a minute or so for anything to happen, but otherwise it posts good. So I'll make a part 2 to this video showing some gaming performance of this machine. It's an absolute beast. I've already loaded The Sims 2 and Battlefield 2, which those games probably aren't Windows XP era, but it definitely runs. So anyways, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.